Ever wondered how your mind copes with stress, trauma, or uncomfortable emotions? It's a fascinating process that often goes unnoticed in our daily lives. It uses powerful tools called defense mechanisms. These are psychological strategies that our minds employ to protect us from feelings of anxiety, guilt, or other negative emotions. These unconscious strategies help us navigate challenging situations and protect ourselves from emotional overload. For instance, when we face a traumatic event, our mind might use denial to block out the painful reality or repression to bury distressing memories deep within. While helpful in the short term, over-reliance on defense mechanisms can hinder our emotional growth and well-being. They can prevent us from confronting and resolving the root causes of our distress, leading to prolonged emotional suffering. Understanding these mechanisms is key to addressing underlying issues and fostering mental health. By recognizing when and how we use these defenses, we can begin to work through our emotions more effectively and develop healthier coping strategies. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of defense mechanisms and explore their role in various mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, and conversion disorder. We'll look at how these mechanisms manifest in different situations and how they can sometimes complicate our emotional lives. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and learn how to build healthier coping strategies. By gaining insight into our own psychological defenses, we can pave the way for greater emotional resilience and well-being. Together, we can learn to face our challenges head-on and thrive in the face of adversity. At Seedo Insights, we're passionate about making mental health information accessible and easy to understand. We believe that knowledge is power, and understanding our minds is the first step towards better mental well-being. Our mission is to provide you with evidence-based insights, practical tips, and relatable examples to help you navigate the complexities of mental health. Join us as we explore the intricacies of defense mechanisms and learn how they impact our lives. Depression is a complex mental health condition characterized by persistent sadness, loss of interest, and feelings of hopelessness. People with depression often employ defense mechanisms to cope with these overwhelming emotions. These mechanisms, while seemingly protective, can perpetuate the cycle of depression. Common defense mechanisms in depression include withdrawal, isolating oneself from social interactions and activities. Denial, refusing to acknowledge the severity of their condition. Rationalization, creating excuses for their negative feelings and behaviors. These mechanisms provide temporary relief but prevent individuals from facing their emotions and seeking help. John, a middle-aged accountant, had been experiencing symptoms of depression for months. He felt constantly fatigued, lost interest in his hobbies, and withdrew from his friends and family. When asked about his well-being, John would downplay his struggles, stating that he was just tired or going through a phase. He would make excuses for declining social invitations, further isolating himself. John's reliance on denial and withdrawal as defense mechanisms prevented him from acknowledging the seriousness of his depression and seeking timely help. Section 5: Defense Mechanisms in Anxiety Battling Invisible Threats. In this section, we delve into the unseen battles that individuals with anxiety face daily, exploring the defense mechanisms they employ to cope with their overwhelming emotions. Anxiety, characterized by excessive worry, fear, and apprehension, also triggers defense mechanisms as a way to manage these distressing feelings. These mechanisms are subconscious strategies that help individuals protect themselves from the full impact of their anxiety. Individuals with anxiety often perceive threats even in non-threatening situations, leading to a constant state of alertness and fear. This heightened state of awareness can be exhausting and debilitating, affecting their daily lives and interactions with others. Common defense mechanisms in anxiety include avoidance, where individuals steer clear of situations that trigger their anxiety. This can mean avoiding social gatherings, public speaking, or even everyday tasks that seem overwhelming. Steering clear of situations that trigger anxiety. Perfectionism, where individuals strive for unrealistic standards to alleviate their anxiety. This often leads to excessive stress and burnout as they push themselves beyond their limits. striving for unrealistic standards to alleviate anxiety, and overthinking, where individuals dwell on worst-case scenarios and potential dangers. This constant rumination can prevent them from enjoying the present moment and lead to a cycle of negative thinking. Dwelling on worst-case scenarios and potential dangers, these defense mechanisms, while providing temporary relief, can become maladaptive over time, reinforcing negative thought patterns and hindering personal growth. While these mechanisms provide temporary relief from anxiety, they can reinforce negative thought patterns and hinder personal growth. Understanding and addressing these defense mechanisms is crucial for individuals to develop healthier coping strategies and improve their overall well-being. Section 6, real-life example, Sarah's anxiety-driven defenses. Sarah, a young professional, had been struggling with social anxiety for years. She dreaded public speaking, avoided social gatherings, and constantly worried about being judged by others. To cope with her anxiety, Sarah became a perfectionist, spending countless hours preparing for presentations and agonizing over every detail. She believed that being flawless would protect her from criticism and rejection. However, Sarah's perfectionism only fueled her anxiety, as she set unrealistic standards for herself and lived in constant fear of making mistakes. Section 7, defense mechanisms in conversion disorder. The body speaks. Conversion disorder is a complex mental health condition where emotional distress manifests physically, leading to neurological symptoms like paralysis, blindness, or seizures. These symptoms can be incredibly debilitating and often appear suddenly without any apparent physical cause. The mind, in its attempt to protect itself from overwhelming stress or trauma, converts these intense emotions into physical symptoms. In conversion disorder, defense mechanisms play a significant role in this transformation. These mechanisms are the mind's way of coping with trauma or unbearable emotions by converting psychological distress into physical symptoms. This process is often unconscious, meaning the individual is not aware that their emotional pain is being expressed through their body. Common defense mechanisms in conversion disorder include somatization, which involves transforming emotional pain into physical symptoms. This can manifest in various ways, such as chronic pain, gastrointestinal issues, or other physical ailments that have no medical explanation. Another defense mechanism is repression, where the mind unconsciously blocks out painful memories or emotions. This can lead to a disconnection between the mind and body, resulting in physical symptoms that seem to come out of nowhere. Symbolization is another key defense mechanism, where psychological conflicts are expressed through physical symptoms. For example, someone who feels they cannot speak out about their trauma might develop a symptom like a lump in their throat or difficulty speaking. These defense mechanisms are the mind's way of protecting itself, but they can also create significant challenges for the individual. The physical symptoms can be just as distressing as the emotional pain they are meant to mask. Understanding the underlying psychological distress is crucial for effective treatment of conversion disorder. Therapy often focuses on uncovering and addressing these hidden emotions and traumas, helping the individual to process their feelings in a healthier way and reduce the physical symptoms. This holistic approach can lead to significant improvements in both mental and physical health. Section 8, real-life example, Maria's conversion disorder journey. Maria, a young woman who had experienced a traumatic event, suddenly developed paralysis in her legs. Despite extensive medical examinations, doctors couldn't find any physical cause for her paralysis. Upon psychological evaluation, it became evident that Maria's paralysis was a manifestation of her repressed trauma. Her body had found a way to express the emotional pain she couldn't consciously process. Maria's case highlights the powerful connection between the mind and body and the role of defense mechanisms in conversion disorder. Section 9. Understanding defense mechanisms, a path to healing. Defense mechanisms, while often perceived as negative, serve a protective function. Recognizing our own defense mechanisms is the first step towards understanding our emotional patterns and developing healthier coping strategies. By becoming aware of these unconscious patterns, we can begin to address the root causes of our emotional distress and cultivate more adaptive ways of dealing with life's challenges. Remember, seeking professional help is crucial for navigating complex mental health conditions and developing personalized coping mechanisms. Section 10. Join SciEdu Insights, your mental health companion. We hope this exploration into defense mechanisms has been insightful and helpful. At SciEdu Insights, we're committed to providing you with valuable information and resources to support your mental well-being journey. Like this video if you found it informative and helpful. Share this video with your friends, family, or anyone who might benefit from understanding defense mechanisms. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on mental health, psychology, and personal growth. Section 11. Thank you for exploring with us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding defense mechanisms. Remember, knowledge is power, and by understanding our minds, we can pave the way for greater emotional well-being and resilience.